How's it? Good day and welcome to another episode of FBTV. Let's get straight into the highlights from last week's quarterfinal against Progress George. They on the attack, Whittaker taking it up. The boys are there, recently single, Fraser gets it to Rian, stepping. He is in a relationship, I have tried. Try for the boys. Feed there, Ryan Olafia, pie in the sky, grabs it. He's going to take them all over for False Bay's second try. It's Frylink, no, it's Fat Frylink, gets it off Reezy. Good hands, Carly's there, gets it off Donnie Roo in space. If I've learned nothing, is Donnie Roo hates space. Hands off 4 kids, gets inside, and Carl's going to canter his way in for False Bay's third try. Yes, that is good looking. False Bay attack again, Radar's on, gets it off to Soul Patch Lawson, gets it off, there he is, hands again, gets it off, Donnie Roo, knocks another kid, steps inside, Donnie Roo is going to score the 4th try and book False Bay's place in the semi-final of this year's Gold Cup. In this week's fixtures, the False Bay boys are up against Rustenburg Impala in the Gold Cup semi-final. Make sure you're down at the bay supporting the boys. Just remember, your first drink is on Joshua Land at the bar. In this week's club news, Sapuet Samondo, aka Taps, aka the Human Tricep, is this year's Western Province Club Rugby Player of the Year. Well done, bugger. Also, well done to the Bay Barians winning the bowl of the Super Sevens this past weekend. This week's episode of VSZ is brought to you by Saggy Stone Beer. In this week's episode of VSZ, we have Brendan Shields, a False Bay diehard all the way from the UK. Welcome, boy Cherry.
Thanks, but great to be here, hey?
Lekker. So I put it on the False Bay group, sort of questions for you. I got at least 36. So starting off with, you started the Bay in?
2004.
2004.
But I was still in high school. I benched for the under-20Bs with Gus Leslie.
And you've lived in a number of places, but you haven't changed clubs. How does that work?
There's only one club, eh? There's only one club.
How many plane trips have you taken to watch False Bay games?
A lot, but it's all been worth it. Watching the guys play, playing myself, flying down, it's all worth it. People can come to the club and see for themselves. It's a special club, special people. No, it's a lot of flights, but lots of memories, and I wouldn't change it for anything, eh?
And talking about memories, your favorite memories, or maybe one that sticks out over the years?
I think the first one when under 20s, when I joined in 2004, Mark Davids, Bossy, Chris Jurtsen, Kellerman, Mark Seward. It was a Thursday before practice, and I was studying at the time on my bicycle, and Mark Seward called me and he said, "Listen, Shilsey, come to the tavern for a lunch before practice." And I said, "Okay, cool, yeah, I'll come." Yeah, so on my bike, go to the tavern, and it's like 4:00, and we haven't had lunch yet, yeah. And we're just having beers and shooters. And I'm going, guys, when are we going to eat? Because I've got practice. Luckily, it was pre-season, and Jen Ely was coach at the time. And basically, long story short, my bicycle ended up in the back of Seward's car, and I never made practice. Yeah. So that was my welcome to False Bay and getting to know the buggers. But you can ask any person that's just joined the club. I mean, when I joined, the senior guys, very welcoming. And when I look now to see what's going on, nothing's changed. It's new players are welcomed, and you're part of the family, eh?
Running all the social media accounts from the UK, how's that been?
Yeah, it's tough at times, 14,000 kilometers away.
And then someone asked me to talk tattoos.
Tattoos?
Yeah, talk us about, do you have any chappies on you?
No. She's on, Oh, Saggy's nice, eh?
No, very nice, very nice.
Very nice.
And then talk us about when did flying down for the semi-final, when did that become a real thing?
So my plan was always to come down for a game or two, but yeah, obviously being in the UK, certain things happened and I couldn't follow through with that. And obviously a few of the guys found out about that. And on Monday, few WhatsApps were going around, and guys were chirping, get shields to the Gold Cup.
Cup, yeah.
And I was just laughing it off in that. And
7 minutes later.
Monday after lunchtime, they'd raised money to buy a ticket for me, and that was Monday. Last night I flew, and I'm in Cape Town today. So that's just a testimonial to the type of people at the club, and it's at the end of the day, it's just rugby. We all love rugby, and that's what it's about, eh?
Sure. And then quickly, you haven't done this in 7 months, so half.
Yes, please. Leave some for me. Cheers.
Shot, Brendan. Cheers, bugger.
Cheers.
This week's Fierce Clip of the Week is proudly brought to you by Marion Wells. Let's cross over to the False Bay boys in preparation for this week's Gold Cup semi-final.
Wat was a Kawasaki, man? Yamaha! Suzuki! Yo, bugger. A new tight end prop. Yamaha! What noise? And a Kawasaki? And a Suzuki? Whistle!
Once again, thank you to Daisy's Business Solutions for your ongoing support for False Bay TV. That's all for this week's episode of False Bay TV. We'll see you down in the Bay for this week's semi-final against Impala, a rematch of last year's Gold Cup final. See you then. Cheers for now.